common causes of unbearable pain and the best sport injury treatment to administer. No pain, no gain. If you want to tone that body of yours, you really have to apply stress and pressure to your muscles. If you want them to grow bigger, you just have to keep on using them, many times harder than you normally would. Because of this, the possibility of getting injured is really high. Hence the need for you to be knowledgeable on how to administer sport injury treatment. But before we go to that, let us first look at some of the most common injuries that athletes and casual exercisers alike suffer from. Cramps. Muscle cramps are perhaps the most common injury that people with an active lifestyle experience, but not so many people fully understand what causes them. Many scientists strongly believe that these overtraining signs are caused by an electrolyte disturbance. When you are working out, you lose a lot of salts through profuse sweating. The amount of salts excreted by the sweat glands would eventually take its toll on the muscular cells. Since salts are important in the maintenance of osmotic balance around the cells, too much loss will lead to an imbalance that causes the cells to shrink. This shrinking then causes the painful sensation that is very characteristic of a cramp. Torn muscles. When you are exercising with bulky equipment, the probability of getting bruised or having your muscles torn is quite high. And this is because of the simple fact that as you go on with training, there's a depreciation of your energy level. But the amount of energy required to complete a cycle using that equipment remains the same. Hence, with every repetition, more stress is put on the muscles, and eventually the muscles reach their breaking point. Hence the bruises and the torn muscles, which will really be very painful. But with adequate overtraining treatment, the pain that these will cause will be easily countered. Broken bones. Now, this is perhaps the worst case scenario. More often than not, this means that an accident has occurred. For example, the bar of the weight you're lifting over your chest may have accidentally fallen, causing fractured ribs. Perhaps this type of injury does not require much explanation and elaboration. Perhaps the most important thing now is how to administer first aid sport injury treatment. Best sport injury treatment. So, how do you make overtraining recovery easier and a lot more effective? When there are cramps, the good old cold compress may be enough as a first aid. At least it'll numb the pain. To directly address the problem, perhaps taking up a solution rich in salt may be very effective in replenishing what has been lost. Cold compress could also be helpful with bruises and torn muscles. As for the broken bones, the best thing to do is ask for the help of an expert. This injury is just so delicate that it already requires professional sport injury treatment. But all of these injuries, except fractures, could be prevented with the proper pre-workout supplements, as they contain energizers that can significantly enhance energy levels. Click here to view our top-rated offers.